Hey there folks, it's Unlike Dragoon91 here from Canopy Gaming, and today we're going to be showing you the time-honored tradition of making apple cider. So join us.
We'll begin by picking all the apples off of both of our apple trees. A lot of the apples have naturally already fallen off the trees as we're doing this in early November. A fun fact is that all these apple trees have a high yield and a low yield year, of which this is a low yield year. While picking the apples off the trees, I'm making sure to watch where my hands are going, as wasps have eaten holes in some of the apples. Here's a cold little wasp that I found that was still holding on and didn't seem to notice me moving him around a bit. Next, we're going to remove any bruising, rotten, mushy, or wasp-damaged portions of the apple, as leaving them on during the grinding and pressing process will change the end flavors. In addition, I'm also soaking the apples in hot water, as this will also help drive out any hidden bugs that I may have missed. My dad even stopped by to help cut up some of the apples too. Since we're grinding the apples the next morning due to the bad weather, I added all the trimmed good apple bits to a tote filled with warm water, and then also added some lime juice so the apples didn't discolor or change the end flavor of the juice. Today we're using a 7-liter portable fruit and apple crusher press from Amazon that I'm really happy with. However, in hindsight, I wish it came with a sturdier way to mount it to the top of a bucket or a bench. In the future, we'll definitely be making one from scratch. And if you like this item, I'll leave the link in the description below. Once we're finished crushing the apples, we'll take our mash bag and line the inside of our press, making sure that the pre-made holes go over the metal cylinder. Next, we're going to fill our press with the mash we just made. Then stack our hardwood pressing plates on top, as well as our nylon washer, and to top it all off with the pressing handle. Once we're done with the first pressing, I'll put the juice into a clean glass mason jar. Then I'll top it off with what's left in the bucket and press the mash again. Once the mash is no longer making any more juice, I'll empty the container and refill with fresh mash and begin the process all over again. All in all, I was able to get 3 gallons of apple juice from the mash. Lastly, I'm going to pasteurize the apple juice for long-term storage. To pasteurize the juice, I slowly raise the temperature of the juice to 185 degrees to destroy any germs, yeast, and molds, and turned off the heat and let it cool back down to room temperature. For the juice that was collected in the glass jars, I'll be pasteurized using a hot water bath. First, I'll put a few canning rings into the bottom of the water to create a barrier between the jar and the bottom of the pot so the jar will not break from any thermal shock to the glass. And again, we're heating to 185 degrees to kill off any germs, yeasts, and mold. And that's it! Hopefully you enjoyed this video and I've earned your like and subscription, and if you would like to see more of this kind of content, please let me know down below in the comments. Later, y'all!